Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 67. We had a request from CC that they wanted to see some heavy grind episodes, and so that's what we're doing. Right now, I'm working on getting 2 of my Pokemon to 45. I think Lightsaber is doing the same. We're going to try to hit 45 on at least, I think, 3 of our Pokemon. Are you going for all?
I will probably hit it on 3.
So 3 at, or 2 at 45 and 1 at 50? Is that what you're thinking?
It depends. Like, we don't want the content to become boring, obviously. So we don't want to just sit here for ages.
I think we've had pretty good discussion. I think our last couple episodes were
if you came here for Soul Locke content, sorry if you walked away with everything else. But I'm not actually sorry. It's been a lot of fun.
Let's see. Let's get rid of Poliwhirl first, because I don't think Ponyta had anything that was that bad. One nice thing about Draws is that Draws has so many attacks that are just aerial wide.
Yep.
So it just knocks things out. I don't have to worry about it. Assurance did not do much damage. I really wish I'd got a better partner than C-Dot.
Yeah. The Lopunny I have's moveset is kind of trash.
Is it even helpful?
It is, but two of the 4 moves are either completely useless or essentially useless. So you just saw one, Fissure.
Mm-hmm.
On the Pokemon that we're fighting, it's got about a 32 to 35% accuracy. Otherwise, it's just a missed move.
Could be
and
better.
Then she also has Copycat, which changes her ability to match, or actually it's a him. That's weird. Lopunny's are usually hers. Changes its ability to match that of the opponent, which is a useless ability or a useless move here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The other times, it's got X-Scissor and Aqua Jet, which are at least damaging moves.
I've only so poor Draws was actually dumpstering C-Dot using Surf most terms. Yeah. So I've not seen a lot of the moveset. So far, Poison Tail is the only attack I've seen.
No, you've seen Flare Blitz. You asked why it was using Flare Blitz.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. No, you're right. Well, I think I just killed my C-Dot now.
Possibly.
Oh, I thought that was going to do more. Why didn't it do more damage?
Because Starar's special attack is not that high.
Oh, should have just used Strength. Because all I've done there is murder C-Dot. Yep.
Yeah.
Literally, the only thing I killed there was my partner. Well, this should, we'll figure it out.
That's not the best thing in the world to see.
10 levels, it's okay.
It's
even
okay,
even if that
you want to take...
Strength is going to one-bang this thing.
Yeah, you're not worried about if it crits. You're worried about it stat boosting a couple times.
Doesn't get stat boost anymore.
I see that.
Okay. Oh, are we doing this? Are we doing that? This is a little petty. This is a little petty. Okay. Oh, you have Bronzor in yours. Swalot's such a weird-looking Pokemon. Why did they put Argyle on a Pokemon? You know what I mean? That's such a weird pattern. What is, Grunble's pre-evolution? Snubble.
Granbull. Yeah, Snubble.
Snubble would be a fun Pokemon to own.
Oh, in real life? Are we going to that one again?
Yeah, actually. Yeah, so I've actually been thinking about that since we talked about that, because my first answer was a bad answer. Arcanine would be a terrible Pokemon to actually have, because that's actually Clifford, which is not feasible. But I think a Poochyena would be feasible.
Poochyena you could probably get away with. I mean, Mightyena is roughly the size of, like, a Mastiff.
Yeah, Mightyena, I think is, like, what, 6 feet tall?
Yeah.
You can have a Mightyena indoors. Is it gonna take up the whole couch? Of course. Oh wait, what about in the Sword and Shield? There's the Corgi Pokemon. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I do. I've never played Sword and Shield.
I can't think of its name. It's such a cute Pokemon. When I first saw it, I was like, "That's a Corgi."
Yeah, I remember we had this conversation.
I think of its name. I'm gonna Google it.
Yamper.
Yamper. Yamper would be a fun Pokemon. But then there's also like, what's a Pokemon that would be inconvenient to have? Like a Geodude. That'd be inconvenient. Just constantly tripping over a rock in your house. Like, go to get out of bed and a Geodude was protecting your door. You trip on a literal boulder in your house.
One would hope you didn't trip. Because hopefully it'd be using it to see.
Well, that was in the original, I want to say in, like, Red and Blue, that was in the original game, is that, like, hikers and stuff would actually injure themselves walking because they would just trip on a Geodude sometimes.
Trying to find Mightyena. It's Hoenn, but I can't see it for whatever reason. Kata, Shedinja.
Are you looking for, like, stats on it?
I'm double checking height. But I can't find it. It's in the Hoenn Dex, right?
It's 1 meter tall. Oh, Mightyena only 3 feet tall.
Oh.
That's entirely manageable. It's 3 feet tall and it only weighs as much as Cookie. It literally weighs as much as Cookie. It's like 4 pounds heavier than Cookie.
Why am I not finding it? I've been away for the game too long.
Yeah, it says it's 1 meter tall, or 3 feet and 3 inches tall, and 81.6 pounds. It's tall Cookie. It's literally tall Cookie. Although I will say, Mightyena's proportions don't make sense with that weight. Like, I would say Mightyena is built about the same. Mightyena actually just might be Cookie-sized. I don't think Cookie's 3 feet tall, though. Why are you what is the look of confusion?
The look of confusion is how... Oh, now I get it. It wasn't in Sword and Shield. That's why.
What wasn't?
Mightyena.
Huh. It wasn't one of the Pokemon they added in another area?
No, because I was looking for it, and it literally goes Swampert and then skips to Zigzagoon. It doesn't have Mightyena.
Huh. That's weird. I wonder why they made that choice. Well, they left a lot of Pokemon out of Sword and Shield. I'm hoping that they make that little. I'm hoping they make it a little more. Like in the next like full release Pokemon game, I hope. Now, granted, I don't think. We may have talked about this before, but with the Pokemon games, do you prefer having the third full game, or would you prefer DLCs to a single game? What do you think your preference would be?
When you're asking that, are you asking about having Emerald versus having Ruby and Sapphire get a DLC?
Yes. Like, if Ruby and Sapphire, say they got 2 DLCs that brought in the endgame stuff for Emerald and all that, but just expanded the area. Like
I mean,
I know you haven't played Sword and Shield, but that's how Sword and Shield has its base game, and then
Mhm.
it has a DLC which is a whole separate area, and has another
Right.
DLC which is another whole separate area, with like their
Yeah, I
own
mean,
unique mechanics and everything.
here is my preference. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but we've talked about this a little bit. My preference would be for them to release one game that's in the Kanto region, and you play through the story of Red and Blue, and then DLC number 1 drops a year later, and it drops the Johto region, and you play through Gold and Silver. And in order to get into the new content, you've got to lock your old content until you come back to it, and yada yada yada. But then you beat the Elite Four there, you fully unlock that, and then a year later, Hoenn drops, and you're playing through Ruby Sapphire.
That would be super fun.
One singular game where you had access to all the regions.
Everything.
Yeah.
It would have
I
to
would
have
pay $40.
It'd
per
have to have
DLC.
multiplayer as well. I would
I
want
mean,
to be
yeah.
I'd want to be able to run into my friends.
No, I do not think that it would have to have MMO style multiplayer.
You don't think that'd make it more fun?
I think it could, but I think it would also make it way more complicated and probably force some mechanics to change. Because at the very least, Pokemon that you encounter wildly would have to be instanced. It couldn't be universal.
What do you mean?
So
So that someone doesn't come in and like fight your battle?
So the Pokemon that you run, like, for it to be an MMO style experience and for it to work that way pretty well, what it would have to end up being is very similar to how Pokemon Let's Go has it, where you have the Pokemon that are actually wandering around on your screen. But those would have to be unique to you or unique to your buddy.
Unique, like, to a party.
Not even to a party, because of how difficult it would be to sync those.
So, I think... So I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Mm-hmm.
I would like not for it to be like that. But say you're playing with a buddy, and you're running along. So you're playing together. There's a radius around your character where you count as together, and you encounter a Pokemon, and that is now a double battle, where you both have the opportunity to catch.
How hard do you think that would be to code?
I think Pokemon makes more than any other franchise ever. I think if they needed to throw developers at it to do it, I think I would pay $100 for that Pokemon game. If
I
they
think you would have to pay a lot more by the end of that, but yeah.
for continued, no, I'm saying for the initial game, I would pay $100 for the initial game, and I would buy DLCs for that game.
Mm-hmm.
To log in, you can play with your buddy. Say if you're in a radius of your character, and you encounter a battle, you or your buddy, whoever runs into it, and that is now a double battle, and you have a catch opportunity there, right? But likewise, say you're playing with a buddy, and you're separated, like you and I are playing, and you've run off into another area because you just have advanced quicker than I have, right? We now have separate encounters because we're so far away from each other. I don't know what I'm not a developer. I don't know what the coding would look like for it, but I think that would be a fun way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it would be fun.
I need
That would
some
be
advice.
ideal. That would
I
be
need some
ideal.
I need
You
advice.
need some advice.
Okay.
What's it trying to learn?
Iron Head. Okay. There's only one move. There's only one move on the table. So Iron Hand has a power... both moves have 100% accuracy, or close to it, I think. Iron Head has 100... Okay, both of them have 100 accuracy, okay? One is physical, one is special. Iron Head has 20 more power and a chance to flinch, but Ancient Power gives a chance for stat raises.
Ancient power is also stab, so it's actually power 90.
It says it's power 60.
Yes, but same type attack bonus. Increases that by 50% because
Okay.
Sky is rock type.
So then no. Easy. That would, yeah, okay, yeah, I understand. I'm living in like ideal fantasy land. But I'm saying like in the perfect world, we can get
I'm
whatever.
with you. I keep walking 1 square too far.
Oh, yeah, I just have been avoiding that section. I've been running this L, this backwards L.
Yeah, I see it. I might join you in that, but like I'm 100% with you. I drop $100 on the start. I drop $40 of DLC if it's being actively upkept.
Yeah.
But even if it's not MMO style, like I would still drop a crap ton of money on this game. If you just gave me one concise game that has all 800 plus Pokemon. And then as far as adding
everything away.
As far as adding the new gens, you don't get Gen 7 until Gen 8 has released on its own individual game.
Oh, so they have to release the next standalone game is released before that can be imported into the MMO.
Yeah, because let's be real.
Obviously.
Otherwise,
they're not going to give up on sales. Yeah.
Yeah. Why would they even make single games anymore? And I think the single games is their bread and butter.
You know a fun game that might be fun for us to play?
What's that?
What am I trying to think of? Why can't I think of it? It's the Pokemon-like game on Steam. Why can't I think of it?
I got nothing for you.
It's Temtem.
Never heard of it.
Okay, DMing you.
Sounds cool, but my question for you is, I'm already really set on a Pokemon XD run with you on the controller and me commenting.
We're gonna do that as well.
You've lost my
I know.
feed.
I'm bringing it right back. I'm sorry.
Okay, there we go.
You're gonna wanna check out that DM.
Sure. But
you've never heard of Temtem?
Never.
Okay, think like Pokemon.
Okay.
Pretty good design, built with MMO style play in mind. Harder than Pokemon, like actually like complex systems for battle.
Okay.
I'm really surprised you've never heard of it. I'm 100% down for the Pokemon XD though. We're gonna have to look at what I'm pretty sure my PC could handle a GameCube emulation.
Super easily. It's less taxing than this emulation.
How is that possible?
Bingo. I don't know of anything threatening from either of you.
Temtem looked really interesting, but I didn't have anyone that was like super, like in my normal friends group that was going to be super down to play something like that, but I think that would be up your alley.
I'm down to look at it. One of my things is I already have too many games that I'm just like, yes.
That's the struggle.
It's not a struggle for me, it's a struggle for you. I'm actually controlling my game intake.
Like the other day, you saw Rathos like, let's play Diablo 2, and I was just like, I so want to play Diablo 2.
Oh, and you did.
I did, but that means I wasn't able to play other games that I also wanted to be playing.
Oh, I know. I was waiting for you.
Like, I am weeks behind. I'm so glad that this is a long Destiny season.
I will admit, a lot of my attitude as far as whether I'm playing Final Fantasy or Destiny is because it's a long Destiny season.
Yeah, I don't feel any pressure to play Destiny 2. Like, I'm gonna miss out. It's here until freaking February.
Now, you know when I will start feeling pressure.
December?
It's December.
Getting Galahorn? Week 1?
Yeah, buddy.
I'm getting Galahorn week 1.
As long as they have unlimited drops. If they limit the drops to 1 per character per week, then... Well...
Do you think it's gonna be RNG?
Don't know. Every other exotic that's based off a drop is.
What's a dungeon reward?
Yeah, and Vex Mythoclast is a raid reward.
Yeah, but
So
the other dungeon rewards were not RNG.
There's no other dungeon exotic reward.
There were 2. Or 2 mission style rewards. There was Whisper of the Worm, and there was Outbreak Perfected. I think it's going to be like that. And there was
those aren't dungeons.
Okay, no. Dungeon rewards. The Dreaming City. Okay.
The Wishender Bow. Yes. If it's similar to that, then obviously it's not going to be RNG. But the way that they made it sound was that it was a randomized reward.
That's true. I'm hoping it's not. And if it is, I'm hoping I have better RNG than Destiny 1. Because I can't tell you how many times, that was the Dark Below Destiny 1. And I can't tell you how many times I had to essentially beg for my place in a Crota run because I didn't have Galahorn. Yeah. Also, shout out to everyone, myself included, that saw Galahorn getting sold week 2 of Destiny 1 and went, I'm not gonna spend my legendary or my exotic exchange materials at Xur for a rocket launcher? That's a terrible idea. Week 3. Oh, actually best DPS in the game. By a country mile.
And stayed that way for how long before it finally got the nerf hammer?
They didn't nerf it until Rise of Iron. Or right before Rise of Iron.
I know. It stayed that way for ages.
I would really like to see... I'm wondering where it's going to wind up.
Yeah, we'll see. But hey, guys. It's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 67. See you probably tomorrow for episode 68. Hey, we've talked about a lot of stuff over the past few episodes, and we would love to get your feedback in the comments. We would love to just know where you want us to go. Do you want us to split channels so that you can find mine and Sunbro stuff on one side and Sunbro specific stuff on another? Do you want us to, really... We're going to make a final decision, but we really want input. So, yeah, leave what you got. In the meantime, y'all have a great day, and we'll see you later.
Take care, guys.